Ready.
Set.
Story time.
I have no memories from my childhood except for this one. I must have been 8 or 9, but one time, I stayed 15 minutes in class to help the teacher clean the brushes and tables from the art class. My mom was very particular about not letting us play outside. Each day after school we just couldn't be late. As I was helping the teacher in school and not playing with other kids, I thought she wouldn't mind, but I was so wrong. When I came back, the entry of the building was occupied by some drunks, so I decided to enter by the north entry to avoid them. I was terrified to even look at them. I ran past some other girls playing and arrived home to find my sister concerned about me. "Where were you? Mom is going to kill you." But I'm only 20 minutes late. Here comes my mom, veins popping out of her face. She starts to yell at me, letting me know that the girls playing told her I was running the other way around from the building, and then she tied me to a chair. The rest was kind of blurry, but I remember she put harissa in my mouth. It's a very spicy sauce. She hit me on the stomach and left me alone in her bedroom for until dinner, so about 6 hours. Yay.
One time when I was around 8, my mom said she would help me with my math homework. I don't remember in detail what it was about, but I remember that it was oh so easy for mom, and I just didn't get it. With every from me she got more and more mad, and finally she threw everything to the ground, jumped up, dragged me from my chair, all the while hitting and slapping me left and right. I tried to cover my head and walked backwards until I reached an armchair. She threw me in it and continued her blows until she got tired, then left me there. I hid in my room for a few hours. She started to vacuum outside. That year, we had planned to go to Disneyland Paris for the summer holidays, so I made a little Eiffel Tower out of Legos as a makeup gift for making her mad, brought it outside and placed it on the ground. One standard behavior when she was mad was to pretend I didn't exist, so my Eiffel Tower didn't exist too, and she hit it multiple times with the vacuum, shattering it all over the place, sending me in a hurry to clean my mess up to not make her mad again. Fun times.
Got a citation at school for yelling at a bully in middle school. It was a fake one from a cop to scare me. Parents took it well and told me to straighten up and to not let people get to me. Dad didn't really seem to mind. Few days later I was playing outside with my cousins. Dad comes out high on Xanax and goes, "Oh yeah, that goddamn citation, come here." He gets very angry and abusive on Xanax, and he would pop several. I'm confused because I thought everything was okay. I thought it was over. He drags me upstairs, makes me pull my pants down over the bathroom sink, and beats the shit out of me with a belt. I couldn't sit down without it hurting for a week. Purple big bruises and welts on my butt cheeks. Told my mom I was gonna tell someone at school, but she said not to. He never touched me again after that, but I'll never forget it. He also used to destroy everything in the house when he got high. Like literally destroy. Throw TVs out in the yard, knock over shit. Mess with my mom. Break shit.
Senior year, high school. Long story short, I had learning disabilities, and due to things changing in the district, those programs that US disabled people used were very suddenly axed and threw us out into normal classes, where the teachers couldn't bother to give a quarter of a fuck about us, and pretty much all of us started failing, badly. My mom, however, saw this as more of a my fault thing, that it was my fault I wasn't adapting. This was right after she met someone new, and that someone new was very hardline in his parenting, and that rubbed off on my mom. So as my grades fell, I lost everything dear to me. My laptop, my iPod, my old CD player that I kept around, even when I moved to an iPod, my cell phone. I cobbled together another computer from old 90s parts, just so I could manage to still complete essays. That got taken too. My grades plummeted further. I was just managing to barely pass my classes, now I was actually failing them. Boom, now my parents took my door away, no more privacy. They also took away my rides to school. As punishment I had to walk to school, which involved me waking up at 5 a.m, so I barely slept as I had to stay up until midnight just to keep my head barely above water with the massive amounts of homework I got, and no computer to help me get it done faster. When I failed some classes, that resulted in my electives being taken away, so now school was all academic, all the time. No fun allowed, at all. I still don't know how I managed to pass and graduate, but it was the most hollow fucking victory I ever got. The constant punishment I took that year wasn't worth it.
I had eating disorders as a kid and as a teenager. My parents knew there was something going on, but didn't really care until a neighbor commented that I looked unwell. My mother was furious, because the fact someone noticed means I made her look like a bad parent. Spoiler alert, she was. Now, one would expect a person with a medical degree would do the reasonable thing and get a psychiatrist. No. Hell, if they're feeling particularly mean, they probably could have forced me into a hospital and make it somebody else's problem. But my mother decided the most reasonable course of action was to make the grossest sandwich she could. Stale white bun, fried eggs with what was probably half a cup vegetable oil, hold me down and shove it in my mouth. When the thing fell apart, because stale bread tends to do that, and fell on the floor, she forced me to eat it from the floor, yelling at me that I'm a crazy person, and this is how crazy people should be handled. That sure helped.
Thank you for watching. If you like these stories, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me.